Hi everyone! Today I am just going to go over the layouts I made with my page kits for July and then the leftover pieces I had with my kit. The first page I made was based on the products I had in the kit. I really like the colors. I did try to use the snowflake punch, but that just didn't work out. So had some nice blues in here that reminds me of the snow, and then the white with the little red specks slash pink specks kind of remind me of the snow too. So that's my first layout. And then my second layout, it was based on a sketch, and I didn't have the same exact photo sizes, but I still made it work. And I like how I've made it interactive, so that's kind of exciting for me. Now, no one else would know that it's interactive unless they pulled out the page from my album. It's very busy, but it's okay. I mean, if I redid it, I probably will lighten the load on embellishments, but I think the color combination is very different for me, so that was kind of fun to try out. Then I have this layout, which was inspired by cut files, and I really liked these hand doodled flowers. So, and on a dark background, that looks great. And I have the two photos of my husband building me a shelf. And it's called Blue Shelf because I eventually painted blue. So that is that. Now for the leftovers. For my page kit number 1 that I did that was product inspired, I used most of the paper, but I still have a lot of nice sheets left over. This is like 6 inches. This has like a cute circus on the back. Of course, the branding strips. Some of the smaller pieces of pattern paper I grabbed didn't get used. I had a number of these little cut aparts, and also I think 2 or 3 stars I ended up not using because I just felt like it was overwhelming at a certain point. So I still have a bunch of these left over. Oh, there's a 3rd star. And I didn't use that. I did use a few of these die cuts like that you can punch out from the paper. So I used those even though it was fall themed. And then I've had these stickers forever. Like, where did I get these? I can't even tell where I got them. So I was able to spell out a good portion of the title, and then I also got myself to use one of these because it's taken me forever to use these, but I have two more. This is another piece of really thin paper that's like handmade. It's got some embossing and debossing on it. I might end up getting rid of it because it's very thin. It's hard to punch out, as you could tell from my video. For my second layout, I have, of course, the sketch that you've seen already. I used a good proportion of these. I still have a lot left over. I used a few of these pink word stickers, phrase stickers. Those were really good because it was also gold foil with the words, and it went well with the gold metallic colors I had as accents. I ended up only using these teal colored because the blue ones just didn't have enough letters that I needed to make a title. But of course, these will go back into my supplies for future layouts. I tried really hard to use this one, and I was gonna like even do a border with it, but it just didn't work out. Had a good chunk of this left. I really love this butterfly paper. So I only punched out a few circles and still has a good amount left for me to continue using. These strips, didn't end up using them, and then I did put this ribbon in because it matched like the hot pink theme I had going on, but I just couldn't find a place for it. And then of course I have the leftover circles that I punched and the leftover cut aparts that I had tossed in that I just didn't end up using. So for future projects. That's where it'll end up. And then, so that's my second page kit with the sketch and the leftovers. And then for my last page, I think I had a lot more paper left over because I just ended up not using a lot of it. I have this ledger paper. I have these teacups that I've used in the past. You see how it's like ripped. I think I was gonna cut them out, but it just didn't work with the theme or the topic of the page. I couldn't justify it in my head. Then I did use this to back the photos. Some branding strips that and cut apart strips I just didn't end up using. Used 3 rows of these, which was great, and I still have plenty left over. Just another sheet. This was from the big sheet, and then of course this was brand new when I started the page, and I used 3 out of there. It's a good start. And I honestly think I'd end up not using any of these. I loved how the colors matched the kit I had put together. I didn't feel a need to use them, so these will end up back in my supplies. This held my die cuts, which I used all of, and I had these stickers, and I used them for my title, but I didn't use all of them. Oh, and I also have like this tiny little jar of sequins, and I did use some sequins on the page as well, so still plenty there. Otherwise, I think that worked out well. I forced myself to really overflow my pages with embellishments. I don't always like that, as you can see, because this is a lot simpler than these two, but I have so much supplies, I really need to start using them. So I'm glad I kind of made myself use more, and they turned out pretty nice. So if you like these pages, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. Subscribe if you guys are interested in seeing more videos on how I make my page kits and how I end up using them. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Bye!